So, good news for Jimmy Butler. Real good news for Jimmy Butler. You know Bradley Beal? You know the fella that's basically responsible for whether or not Jimmy Butler gets traded? You know him? Well, he has been ruled out for tonight's game versus the Nets. And you might be saying that's nothing. It is 100% something. And if you will be happy just to see this situation end, subscribe. We are trying to hit 9,600 subscribers by the end of the day. We are 10 subscribers off, and yeah, we've been slow and a bit slow over the last few days. There will be 4 videos out today. But with Bradley Beal being out, can you smell a trade coming tonight? KD gets whatever he wants while LeBron can't get anything. I'm sorry. For people saying KD gets whatever he wants, it's because Matt Ishbia is an idiot. Simple as that. Matt Ishbia is an idiot. He gave away way too much for Kevin Durant in the first place. And then he gave up assets for Bradley Beal. That's the issue. He gave up assets for an awful, awful, awful deal with Bradley Beal, where no other team would have given assets for that awful contract. And then now he's going to literally give up. They're not going to control their own pick till 2032. Like, the next time they control their pick, I'm going to be 36 years old. And I'm probably going to look the exact same as I do right now, because if you look at outside of the hairline being a bit iffy, if you look at videos of me from 5 years ago, I look the exact same as I did when I was 23. I've been 36 years old since I was 22. But yeah, like, maybe he's injured, he's getting traded. Yeah, it seems to be the thing. Just trade the entire roster. Jimmy for Beal deal is close. But it's funny because if you guys see this is what they were talking about last night about Jimmy Butler being traded and basically saying still that he'll go somewhere other than the Suns. But we know he's not going anywhere other than Phoenix.
Someone closest situation that his wish list is just out of Miami. With exception to Memphis. That he doesn't want to go to Memphis.
That's not just out of Miami.
That's developing.
Yeah, that's like when people say, what do you want for your birthday? Oh, anything, but here's my 3-page list of the actual
But he does want to finish his career wherever he goes.
He's going to take the bag from Phoenix. This is what he means by that. Memphis are the only team that gave Miami a good offer. So I'm not going to go to Memphis so that Miami do not keep that same offer to Miami. That is literally it. He can say he'll go wherever he wants, because all these other teams won't give a good enough offer for Miami for him, whereas Memphis probably did. And that's why he was very clear from the start on no Memphis. But Memphis is one of the worst cities ever. Simply that he doesn't want to live in Memphis. They have a good basketball team. He just wants to play for a big market. Jimmy Butler does not care about big market. When I say this, Jimmy Butler wants to be paid 2 years, $120 million. That is the only thing Jimmy Butler cares about. And you know what? Fair enough. I actually don't even hate these players being too about the money, because it is literally $60 million a year. Like, if you gave me a tenth of that, like if you gave me living in Ireland with the lifestyle that I currently have, if you gave me $6 million and even half that on tax and made it $3 million, I could retire today with the assets I own, with the stuff that I have and money I've already built up. If you gave me $3 million after tax, a tenth of what Jimmy Butler is looking to make a year, I could retire today and never have to worry about anything for another day of my life. Like, and that's the truth of the situation. So, like, being offered 10 times that amount, I couldn't imagine turning that down. Like, I could not imagine turning 60 million for 2 years down, especially when you're probably not going to get more than 80 million anywhere else. Like, he's turning down to go to 40 million. So I can never begrudge a player for going and cashing their checks, going and getting their checks. It's when they lie about trying to win. Man, the Phoenix Suns, there is a non-zero possibility, I'm not joking when I say this, that Miami make the playoffs and Phoenix don't. Post Jimmy Butler trade, I think the Miami Heat are going to make the playoffs. Whether it be through the play-in or whether it be a top 6 seed, I think they're going to make the playoffs. If they make the playoffs and Phoenix don't, Like there's no guarantee that the Phoenix Suns make the playoffs. Like I'm looking at the Western Conference right now. Like the Spurs are a young team. Once Devin Vassell figures it out, when Devin Vassell figures it all out, if he can get back to where he was, the Spurs are in with a shot. But like the Spurs are a game and a half back on the Phoenix Suns, who are currently the 10th seed. And when Luka comes back, Dallas are going to be ahead of them. Minnesota are starting to figure it out a bit. Sacramento Kings are rolling. The Clippers are okay. I think they're fine. The Lakers are fine. They're better than Phoenix. Like, the Phoenix Suns might, if they're lucky, will make the play-in. And right now, you're banking on them beating. If it ends today, you're banking on them beating Dallas, which with Luka there, I don't think they're going to do. And then the loser of Minnesota and Sacramento, which I don't think they're going to do either. So, and that is including Jimmy Butler, by the way, because I don't understand what Jimmy Butler does for this team. He's not this lockdown defender anymore. He's old. He's not Jimmy Butler. He's not the Jimmy Butler that we knew in years past. Like, he's still a player, still a hell of a player, but like he was even not good this year when he played. So I don't know what the Phoenix Suns are expecting. Like, I don't even know how much better he is than Bradley Beal right now. And then for people like, oh, he's there for the culture change. Man, you're not gonna. It's not like these are a bunch of kids. You're not going to suddenly teach make Yusuf Nurkic change the culture the way he's been playing. You're not going to be a culture setter on an old team, because they're not going to change. You can come in and be a culture setter like he did in Miami, and while Pat Riley was there with a bunch of undrafted players where he's the out-and-out leader. Not when there's Kevin Durant, not when there's other guys. Like, yeah, it might have a positive effect on Ryan Dunn, but like, that's it. That's it. And I just wonder what's going to happen. Like, are they going to drop Ryan Dunn back to the bench? Is Booker going to go back to the 1? I don't know what the Phoenix Suns are going to do. But whatever it is, like, he's basically gone from, playing on a team where if he played at the top of his ability, the Miami Heat, I still think could have messed about and made it out of the East. Like, especially with the emergence of Khalil Ware as a rookie. Jovic has improved. Hero's improved. Everyone's improved, other than Bam. Everyone not named Bam Adebayo was improved on this team. So Miami, if you had a fully locked in Jimmy Butler, would have been a top 3-4 team in the Eastern Conference. And even without him, I still think they're a top 6 team in the East. But Phoenix might not be a top 10 team in the West. So it's not about basketball. It's not about trying to win. It's not about that. It is about the money. And it's fine. But it's looking like it's going to happen because Beal's been sitting out. It's looking like teams are going to get involved. I'm guessing Miami are probably going to get like the likes of Bobby Portis and Chris Middleton back, which I actually think is an all right haul. But anyway, that's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.